when you think about affirmations, the importance of a positive affirmation is that it really, if you believe it and you aren't living it, it ought to cause a dissonance in your life. It causes a tension, but that's a positive tension. It says, oops, I need to be able to do more. And so so these actually become positive affirmations in assessing where you are in your life every day.
Okay. And this is a comprehensive holistic program that is based on 30 years of research and training thousands and thousands of people. You two have worked very hard on this program, haven't you?
It has been a life's work for us, and we really enjoy it. I mean, I'm so pleased I could be in a place in my life that we can assimilate this into a program and share with others. I mean, we're meeting, Ed and I are meeting later on this week with a municipality, with the mayor of a city here in Arizona, and they're looking at now. We're talking about how to incorporate this into their wellness program because because they recognize that how do we get a message out to our people every day that could be helpful to them, and so we're going to look at how we can incorporate this into their program.
And I think we ought to talk a little bit about how this message is something you can share with others, because that's the beauty of this program, is that once you receive your daily message, this is something you can put on your website. You could put it on Facebook. I mean, so many times I'll be doing something on Facebook and I'll be kind of drawing a blank, like, what should I put out there? And you want to put things that are informative. You want to put things that are inspiring. Don't you agree, Dr. Bob?
Absolutely. At the end of each daily lesson, we have a script on the bottom of the lesson. It says, read it, display it. What we mean by display it is that you can literally copy these off and you can laminate them and you can put them up on Facebook, whatever.
Okay.
So read it, display it, share it, live it, and teach it.
Okay.
Teach it. So we're encouraging every day for people to take these lessons and incorporate them into their life and share it with others and help others to do the same.
Mm-hmm. And, since it's right out there and you've joined this wonderful program, you don't have to worry about copyright. You don't have to worry about all of that. And this program is designed for use in the development in leaders of all areas of the business world. It's an amazing program. Go to the website, as we were mentioning earlier. It's motivcreations.com, and that is motivcreations.com. It's a fabulous website. You'll find out all about Dr. Ed and Dr. Bob, and you'll read their testimonials. The Happy Workers page is something everyone who has a business should look at. Also, there'll be turbo videos, and you can enroll there, but I would rather they enroll at JanuaryJones.com. However,
absolutely.
That's up to you. That's up to you. Right now,
so just go to. I'm sorry. Go ahead, January.
I was just going to say, we're going to go and hear from our sponsors, and when we come back, you can give me a big plug, Dr. Bob.
Thank you so much.
January Jones presents Drs. Ed Feiereisen and Bob Rutolo, co-founders of Motive Creations, as sponsors. For those seeking more empowerment and control over their happiness and well-being, you have come to the right spot. MC365 provides the necessary tools and techniques to make your life even more spectacular. Today is the perfect day to start your journey to become happier and healthier. Our mission is to help you achieve yours. Seeking to reduce stress? Start now. Want a better relationship? Start now. Increase your self-esteem? Start now. Do you want more passion in life? Start now. Enroll at www.januaryjones.com. That's JanuaryJones.com. Come, explore with Clyde McCulley the world of the Little Cuties Let's Pretend books with your little one. Imagine the funny, mixed-up emotions of an onion that cries when it's happy. And delight in the giant ears that make a little elephant special. Meet the engaging characters who will inspire imagination and build curiosity in your little cutie. This is where the love of learning is born. So discover the world of Little Cuties Let's Pretend today. The first 2 Little Cuties Let's Pretend titles are at Amazon and StoryNightPress.com.
Have you ever met someone who was unforgettable? Someone who has touched your heart and soul? People who have faced difficult problems. People who have fearlessly shared their stories, their struggles, and their successes. People who have priceless personalities. In my new book, Priceless Personalities, Success Stories Shared by January Jones, I am honored to be able to share with you people dealing with problems such as incest, molestation, child abuse, drug abuse, polygamy, unemployment, scandal, starting over, self-esteem, and workplace issues. My guests have all been exciting, eclectic, and energizing. They will amaze, amuse, and even astonish you. You will adore getting to meet them at Amazon.com. My book is now available, 2 for 1, paperback and Kindle editions.
Audiobooks now has an opportunity for you to get Priceless Personalities at their website, audiobooks.com. I'm visiting with a very priceless personality today, Dr. Bob Rutolo. He's the founder of the Quantum Performance Institute. He focuses on helping businesses create a corporate culture that ignites the spirit of their employees through leadership development to improve productivity and personal satisfaction at every level of the workforce. The firm under his leadership is committed to being of service to the community and particularly to youth. He was a doctor mentor on the faculty at the University of Phoenix, a sought-after corporate lecturer. Dr. Bob has worked with numerous nonprofits, educational, and professional organizations. You've had quite a career, haven't you?
Oh, it's been wonderful. It's been a wonderful ride, January.
Yeah, absolutely. I know. I've enjoyed being a part of it. Let's talk a little bit about ownership spirit. And this is something for people who are having their own business. What does that entail?
Well, it's something which we try to encourage in every individual who wants to be, has a desire to be successful. But one of the things that organizations look for in an employee is for them to take ownership for their behavior, for their contribution. That they and it's through doing that you develop a sense of confidence and competence to be able to deliver whatever is expected of you. So ownership is a and developing ownership spirit means that you don't put blame on others. And this is why when I talk about the core values and beliefs that I speak about reinforce and the ability to take ownership. And the first thing is integrity, that you act with integrity, and that's a core value, at least one of the ones that I believe in. Because, good.
Okay, our core values, actually, when you think about it, they develop in our formative years in the environment we grew up with, don't they?
That's where, yes, that's where we do cultivate values, yes, in our formative years. And exactly that's when we're being formed by the society, the culture in which we're a part. And as you go through adolescence and into adulthood, you begin, if you want to, at least in our culture here, you begin to start challenging the values and beliefs that have been that you've been formed into. That's what adolescence is all about. It's saying, well, do I really believe that? Is that really true? And you start you start seeing other options because of the environment that we're in. But eventually. Yes. Eventually, you have to go through what I refer to as a value clarification process, where you begin to take ownership of what your belief system is. And that's part of the learning. That's part of the learning and development process. That's when the cognitive comes in. That's when you start, thinking and sifting through, where does this come from? Where did it originate from?
Yeah, and you can't just always fall back on what you grew up with. You have to really step up to the plate. And I love that term, value clarification. And it's like take responsibility for your beliefs and your values. Don't you agree?
Yes. Oh, absolutely. It's starting to question and find out the rationale behind and start looking for the glue to make this all come together as a whole.
Yeah, and you write about that. Your values and beliefs are the filters that interpret what we see and how we respond. And this is so true, because so many times people don't even realize how much they are influenced by their environment and their relationships growing up. Isn't it? Don't you think it's amazing how much children take forward with them?
Oh, absolutely. Our bias and our prejudice are basically unchallenged beliefs where we really haven't, we just accept them. Well, that's so easy sometimes to accept when you say, well, especially when we get into new areas like, meeting new people, meeting new customs, meeting different value orientations. It's so easy. Sometimes it's so easy just to say, this is what I believe because that's what I've been told, and it's easier this way.
Yeah. And so many people, that's kind of, they just cop out on accepting value clarifications. That's my new favorite term. And you are one of my favorite guests, and I want to share with our listeners that Dr. Bob and Dr. Ed will be back April 20th with us again. Also, you can go to their website, motivational.com. Sign on, look it over. You can find out all about them, happy workers, turbo videos, and you can enroll there. Or you can enroll at JanuaryJones.com. I hope you do, and I can't wait to find out what we're going to talk about next month, Dr. Bob.
Oh, I'm excited about it too, but I just want to say one thing, January, is please have all your listeners go to your website, JanuaryJones.com. In the middle of that landing page, they're going to see our logo, Motive Creations. Double click on that, and then enroll in our program there, because they're going to really enjoy it. Every day will be a wonderful message that they can use to bolster their life, to be able to give them a positive orientation to that day. And thank you, January, for having me on your program.
Oh, you're so welcome. And, MC 365, it doesn't just start your engine. It will put your engine in overdrive 365 days a year by increasing self-confidence, self-esteem, and self-initiative. And we're going to talk about those topics next month. Thank you, Dr. Bob, and looking forward to having you back again with us.
Thanks so much. Have a wonderful day.
You too. And to my wonderful listeners, we hope you've enjoyed our show today with Dr. Bob as much as I've enjoyed doing it. My upcoming guests will all amaze, amuse, and astonish you just like he did. This is the show where you hear inspiring information that will help you to become successful 365 days a year. I'd love to welcome you to our No Whining World. When you can, sign on to my website, JanuaryJones.com. We love sharing our stories, our struggles, and especially our secrets for success. Always remember my mantra: if you think it, then you can do it. So for now, my dear friends, stop whining, start smiling, and then you can go out and start sharing our show with everyone you know. If that doesn't work, then you can start eating chocolate. Lots and lots of chocolate is